Hey, what's up? Yeah, I hate writing intros about myself. I don't know who the fuck likes doing that. But I don't know how I'm supposed to be like, babysitter, because you can't get another job. No, I am a babysitter. I actually really don't hate it, to be honest. Like, I think it's made me a lot more of an understanding person, you know? Like, I understand that woman who drowned all her babies in the bathtub. Like, I totally understand her, you know what I mean? I just, like, get her. I couldn't live at home with my parents. I just, like, couldn't do it. You know what I mean? I feel like living at home with your parents is a little bit like having sex in an airplane bathroom, because, like, it sounds like it's going to be so much fun. You know what I mean? And then it's, like, really, like, close quarters, and everybody knows what you're doing, and you can't stop thinking about your dad the whole time. I have an older brother who just moved out too. We're Irish twins, which means we're born, like, in a year. I like to say it's because our parents just, like, couldn't keep their hands off each other. And by that I mean there was a lot of domestic violence in the home. You know when you're at a dinner party and there's, like, a beautiful cheese plate and there's, like, some Swiss and a little bit of brie and maybe some Gouda, and you're like, oh my god, who else is here? I don't care, there's a cheese plate. And then dinner comes and they take the cheese plate away. And you're like, I'm sorry, maybe I wanted some cheese pre, mid, and post dinner. Maybe I wanted some cheese for dessert. Maybe I'm a European. I'm not a European, but I feel like I could have been, and that was my choice, and you took away my choice. So you know what I mean? So I'm not a pedophile. I'm going to start my next segment by saying I'm not, and now you're all thinking like, oh, that's what a pedophile would say. Thoughts aren't actions, people. Thoughts are not actions. No, listen. I do find 12 and 13-year-old boys really sexy. And I've been trying to figure out why that is, because, like, that's kind of freaky. But I think it's just because, like, I never got given the time of day, you know what I mean? Like, I never got called back. Or, like, I was never the girl who, like, got her boobs felt up behind the middle school gym. And mind you, I worked there as a substitute teacher for all of last year. So, like, they had opportunities, you know what I mean? My cousin's dating a man named Mufasa. This is true. She truly is doing that. That's his well, I don't know if it's a God-given name, but this is what people call him. And he's very nice, and we like him a lot. But we were, I think, all a little bit worried about her telling my grandpa, you know, just like, but it was very, he surprised us all. Instead of being super racist and unsupportive, instead, he just died. Okay, help me out. What's that group of women called who are like, they're like liberal and like sexually progressive and like independent? Seriously, someone tell me, what is like a group of women? Sluts? Thank you, sir. This guy said sluts. That's exactly what I'm talking about, sluts. I have a friend, Paige, who, I probably shouldn't say her name, but it's Paige Ogden, who dabbles in sluttery, and I used to make fun of her a lot because, like, you know, she's had some weird stuff happen to her. But now I've realized, like, I really need her in my life. Like, I didn't realize how much I needed a slutty friend. Like, so I'm of the generation where we're, like, required to take naked photos of our bodies and then send them to boys before the boys will decide if they want to date us or not. They're called nudies. I don't know if you guys, they're called nudies. Which is fine, you know, I didn't have a lot of self-esteem to begin with, clearly, but I hate nudity. So, like, I have a fear of it, like, it gives me the heebie-jeebers, like my own nudity or other people's nudity. Like, if I could have sex wearing a wetsuit, or if I could have been born into that Jewish faith with the sheet between the man and the woman and they just cut a little hole for the diddling to happen, Jesus, that would have been awesome, you know what I mean? But alas, I did not. So what I do is I have her send me, like, I tell her what angles I want, and then she sends me like 3 or 4 different options with different, like, filters and such, and then I choose my favorite and I forward it on over as if it was me. And it's been going super well so far. Nobody's noticed. She got her hair cut, nobody noticed. I'm just not good on the phone, you know what I mean? Like, I was told Tinder was going to change my life because then you don't get rejected based on the way you look, because they have to like your photo before you know, get matched. But what I found was there's something worse than being rejected based on how you look, which is being rejected based on who you are as a person, which has now happened to me 3 times in a row. Yeah, and like Match.com doesn't work for me either. None of it works. Like online dating, I'm just gonna have to like a hard pass because online dating combines the things I'm worst at in this life, which is like technology and surviving as a sex slave in a fuck bunker basement for weeks at a time without food or water. Because that's probably where Match.com is gonna take you. You know when you're like, when like something happens and you're like, oh shit, 3 months ago I forgot to do that thing. You know, like it takes you a long time to realize that you forgot to do. Okay, so like I was driving down the freeway the other day and I was like, okay, I want to crash my car into the center divider, killing myself and everyone around me. And then I was like, light bulb, I forgot to take my antidepressants for the last 3 weeks. Isn't that funny how that happens though? Well, I'll just leave you guys with this. You ever look at a girl and you can just like tell she got her period before middle school? Thank you.